Welcome back. The CBS 12 News I-Team has just come back from an assignment covering a unique event in rural northern Florida, the 4th annual Preppers and Homesteaders Summit.
So preppers as in doomsday preppers, but as you're about to learn, that term has been phased out. The apocalypse may not be coming like what you sort of see behind us here, but a major hurricane, that's always a possibility. A pandemic, a cyber attack, we know those really do happen. So here's I-Team Chief Investigator Mike Magnoli.
Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
Right now, Hollywood loves end-of-the-world stories. Civil War is in cinemas. The United States of America has collapsed over political differences.
Now how about we turn on some lights?
And there's Fallout on Amazon Prime, Adventures in a Nuclear Wasteland. In the show and the movie, a man cooking his breakfast on a stove made of cinder blocks from a destroyed building would fit right in. Lance Tilton taught me how to do that, and a lot more.
I'd follow my wife around in the grocery store, and if she picked a can up of something that we eat, I'd look and see how long it lasts and then get a couple extra cans.
Lance and his whole family are survivalists, and every April they share what they know at this 2-day gathering at a campground in Elkton, Florida, a 45-minute drive from Jacksonville. This year, I enrolled, and with about 100 other attendees, I browsed a row of booths with various gadgets and gear for sale. April Iser says, I need a stun gun.
They're gonna see you giving me this pink one, and they're gonna be like, yes, she chose the right color for that guy.
April is the event organizer, a Martha Stewart of preppers. Later, she'll lead a class on raising chickens and a machete fighting class.
If you're not prepared for anything to happen and you're at work, then how are you going to get home? If you're at work and your family is at home, how will you meet? If something happens at home and they have to leave, so you get there and they're not there, where will you meet from there? So it's really important to think about these things ahead of time and to prepare for them before it happens so that you know what you're going to do when it does happen.
When what happens, April? Well, the folks who have come to the summit don't think a sci-fi movie-style explosion is on the horizon. Rather, they remember the supply shortages during COVID, and some, the Arab oil embargo.
The oil-producing countries of the Arab world decided to use their oil as a political weapon.
And as this story comes to air, hurricane season is nearly upon us, 23 named storms predicted. Everyone I met here is trying to destigmatize prepping. That's why they don't like being referred to as doomsday preppers. What they do like is self-reliance. When did you get into this mentality? When did you start thinking like this?
Always. I was raised Mormon, and part of being a Mormon is being prepared, making sure you have savings put away, making sure your pantry is stocked in case you need it, making sure that you're not in debt in case you lose your job or something like that. So it's always been innate, I guess.
Stephen Rodrigue was a furniture maker. Then, at 60, he turned his favorite hobby into a business, knife sharpening. Are you surprised? Preppers love knives. Steve's trailer is solar powered.
Pocket knife is one of the greatest tools man can carry. And if it's sharp, it's going to perform.
If you could only take one knife, what knife are you taking?
A gun.
Yeah, I've got a lot to learn.
This class is disaster preparedness for beginners.
Back under the horse arena with Professor Lance, he explains how important it is to know what appliances you'll run from an inverter before you go out and buy one. And he suggests if you pass a yard sale, see if they've got a camping grill. Luckily for me, Lance says survivalists aren't made in a day. It's a pattern of learned behavior that evolves over time. And there's no time like the present to start.
And so our disaster preparedness came about over, years. It wasn't just running out one night and doing it.
The pandemic was good in a way because it did open everyone's eyes to the fact that maybe they're not as prepared as they thought they were, and that they might need to educate themselves a little bit better so that they can be more prepared next time.
In St. Johns County, I'm Mike Magnoli.
You can live only 3 days without water.
CBS 12 News.
Hi, I'm Sam Kerrigan for CBS 12 News. Click the like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more stories like this that impact you.